It's day 2 of the Chrysler 300 exploding fan project. We got the old radiator. This served me pretty well. Got jacked up when the fan died, but this is the new boy. All aluminum Misihimoto. Go get you some of that. Well, new radiator is installed. Went in smooth, everything fit perfectly. Misihimoto is doing their thing. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Smog check time on the 300. Mr. Ralph Giles has got to come off so I can go hit that little station where they look at this thing, because this is not a CARB approved air intake. So we got to put this back on. People, always, if you put the intake on your car, keep this. Just keep it. Mine got dusty and dirty. I kind of cleaned it up a little bit. We're going to throw it back on real quick. Get the smog check, get in, get out. Don't need any drama. Back to stock. Let's go. Have to do with the minimum noise. Nothing but the exhaust to rely on at this point. But it's easy breezy. Of course, see, I pulled this out because I lost the washer down in the front bumper, but got it out quick. Power ratchet, flathead. That's all you need. All you need. All right, off to see the Smog man. At the outlook, good looking car, right? Wheels look good, but we got some issues here. Got a little paint chipping, a little scratching, and as you can see, this is what happens when you put two 35/30s on a 9-inch rim. Now, why in the hell would anybody put two 35/30s on a 9-inch rim? I sure as hell wouldn't do that. But guess what? I did it. You know why I did it? Because apparently I can't read. I'm on Amazon searching for tires, searching for this Lexani LX20, which is the only brand besides overexpensive, unnecessary Pirellis that makes the size I use for the back, 305, 35, 20, and 265, 30, 20 for the front. I don't use 265 35s because they rub. I don't like the rubbing. These 235s don't rub at all either, but they're way too fucking small. So basically, you get on Amazon, you're searching for tires, you find the tire, you put in a search for 265 30 20 Lexani LX20 tires. But for some reason, the search results always result in all kinds of other sizes too. So you think you're eyeballing it pretty good, and you see some 2 something or other 20, 2 something or other 30s that are the best price you've seen all day. So you jump at it. Then you take them, you get them home, they show up, you say, ooh wee, my tires are here, yay. And then you take them to the tire shop and have them mount them. And then you go wash the car and you say, the tires don't look right. Now, why are they not sticking out? Oh shit, they're not, then the bead's not on the, it's not properly seated. Oh crap, let me get back to the tire shop. So I go back to the tire shop. Hey, you guys didn't seat it right. Tire man said, this is what 235s look like. I said, I got 265s, what you talking about? He said, no, you got 235s. So I apologized and left with my head hung in shame. But I got some 265s on my patio right now, and they'll be going on soon. But just in case you ever wanted to run it, 235s on a 9-inch front wheel will leave your rim exposed to damage. Pothole, anything you hit, you're gonna slam that edge on something. But the tires feel great, actually. I can't lie, they feel great. Feel real good. Anyway.
Looking for you into the darkness. I'm not aware of all the trouble. Fell asleep in my heart.
you remember, we made a video a while back about how the radiator blew out due to a bad fan on the 300, and it was replaced with the Misihimoto all aluminum radiator. That was a couple years ago. Look at it now. We had leaks here and here. Core, main core. There's no repairing it, nothing. It was the Misihimoto, just the big M. It cooled pretty well, but it just leaks. I get a lot of reports of leaks. Now, we had 2 years of this radiator cooling properly. It's a 2-row, a little bit bigger than the severe duty stock radiator, and it worked well. It was all right, but 2 years is not long enough. I don't know. Now, I overheated like maybe twice. I got like the 240 because I had a fan that wasn't turning all the time. It was a little ticky in the connection, and it wouldn't come on sometimes, and it go to hot, and I have to go out there and jiggle it, and it will be fine. It happened like twice on this radiator, so I mean, maybe that's what did it. We never wanted to overheat. I understand that, so we'll see. We got a new one in now, a 3-row, all aluminum, not Misihimoto though. Let's go see how it looks. Here we go. Yeah, we still my Ralph Giles intake is still not here, but that's another story. But right now, we got the new, you can't see it, super thick. You can see the edge of it. This is a 3-row radiator this time. I had a hell of a time getting this big ass hose. Now this radiator, the intake port or the intake neck is a lot smaller than this hose, so I had to tighten this down. I didn't have the proper clamp for it, but I got it now. We're going to be putting it on soon, but I did make this one work, the old worm gear one. It finally stopped letting it out when it cooled down, so we're maintaining proper levels at this point. It was just dropping every day. Every time I go out, it would drop, and then it would leave a little mess down there. This is where we park it, so for the most part. And now we're good. Everything's kosher. Everything's cool. Now the only thing is, this big fat radiator that I put in here, there is no space, none. If I ever have to change a belt, pulley, something down there, there is no space. Now zoom in on the right thing. No space. It's a fat ass 3-rows. It's very, very wide. But I tell you one thing, I know for sure, it keeps the temps down. Now, I'm not a fan of the 180 thermostat at all, because I know the engines need a certain amount of temperature to really perform right. And for all the smog and stuff to work, you get proper mileage and the timing and all that good stuff. But I accidentally put a 180 thermostat in here. And with my old radiator, it's still, temps will still get up. I had the fan set to come on like at 200, try to keep it around 200, but it would still get up to 217, 219, from an island or whatever. With this radiator, I rarely can get the temps above 210. I had to change the fans back to go up and let the thing get a little warm, because I was driving around with the fan set to keep it below like 200, and it was doing a hell of a job. It was keeping this thing, on the road, 170 is normal. But the only problem is, at 170, you get a light on the dash, a check engine light, which it says that your coolant is out of range, it's too cold, your thermostat's not closing. That's what it thinks. So you get an engine light. Now, that brings us to why I still have this on here. As you know, I took it off to go get a smog check, and that was in the middle of my engine light problems. from the too cold coolant. Well, of course, I'm driving around doing my daily stuff, and I'm gonna hit the smog check station, you know, later in the day. I get there, but before I get there, the light popped on again, the coolant light. Okay, so I keep my Predator tuner in the car. That not Predator, but the next one, the T. You know what I'm talking about. Diablo Sport, the next one for these cars. Anyway, I keep it on me, keep it in the car. I said, okay, I'm gonna turn it off before I get to the smog station and make sure, because you know, if that light's on, you can't pass. Well, I get to the smog station, give him the keys to the car, and bam. This is my fail sheet for my smog check. Coolant temperature below thermostat regulating temperature. Motherfucker. I got the coolest radiator in the world. It can be cool. It can run at 170. I like the way it feels at 170. It's nice. It keeps the underhood temperatures down too, but that's okay. I'm going senile, and I forgot to turn the light off before I got to the smog station, handed him the car with an engine light on. That makes no sense. That makes no sense. I beat myself up pretty good about it. But anyway, he told me I got to drive for 250 miles and reset the light. And I reset the light in the parking lot immediately. But since I put the fans at the right place, I don't have a problem anymore. So we're going back today, and we can get the Ralph intake back on here so the car can sound like something. I mean, I still got the boil on the back, the sound's coming out the back good and all of that, but I ain't got no bark in the front. I need that. So we coming back strong. Fighting this car, boy.